Yes. Welcome back. How you doing, man? I hope everything's good. Honestly, I hope everything's good and you're all blessed. But thanks for coming back. Today, we're looking at a kick I've had for a minute, just haven't got round to reviewing. So now I'm going to do that, and I hope if you want to get these, you go out and get them, because I think they're a dope kick. Give me my opinion before we start, but they are. Let's go.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about the Jordan 4 Crafts or Phantoms, whatever you want to call them. Now, these obviously had a little twist to them in sense of there's no rubber on the upper in terms of webbing and whatever. But let's just get straight into it, and let's start with the box. So first off, we've got this grey speckled box with the Flight written on it and a kind of beige Jumpman right in the middle of it. There's no other kind of branding on it, and the label says Jordan 4 Retro SE Photon Dust Pale Vanilla. So where did I get craft from? I don't know. But anyway, inside the box you've got the spotted paper as usual. Again, nothing really to write home about, and the box is again that cream colour. That's it. So straight out, the left and right foot are completely exactly the same. There's no different colouring on one foot or different writing on the other. They're exactly the same. So we're just going to concentrate on one and we'll just go through this. Let's do what we normally do, and let's start with the sole. You have a typical Jordan 4 sole, but obviously with the blob under the toe, it's in a cream colour. You've got the toe box in a grey and the heels in a grey. You've got a dark kind of, I don't know, grey as well, running through the middle, and smack in the centre you've got the white with cream Jumpman, as you can see there. If we go to the outside of the shoe, the grey from the sole goes up as a midsole, and then you've got that cream colour or white running through the midsole and the air bubble in the heel. The air bubble inside is that grey colour which you've got in the heel there, and that travels around to the heel where you can see you've got the plastic there which is very thick, there's no moving this, and you've got that beige Jumpman again, smack bam battle boom in the middle of there too. When we go to the upper, you've got a suede overlay around the toe box and the mudguard of the shoe. The upper itself is a kind of light grey leather. It's very stiff, it's not very soft. It feels hard, but not too hard, if you get me. That is also on the wings, and then you've got the normal plastic at the top, again in that beige kind of colour there, as you can see. Where the webbing would normally be on the Jordan 4, they haven't actually put that. They put the suede what you've got on the overlay in the middle where the webbing used to be, but they've given it that checkered design so it looks like the webbing, but it's not rubber webbing, it's just the suede with the squares going all the way through it. You've got some cracked leather again in grey, but a darker grey than the upper, going around where the eyelets are for the laces, and laces are grey. You don't get a lace swap in these, they just come in grey. I think it's a good touch. I think white would just not be okay with it, it just wouldn't look good. The same checkered suede you've got there where the webbing be is the same on the tongue. That travels to the whole of the tongue up to the label where you've got the Flight man in that cream colour, and it's got Flight underneath it, but then the suede turns into the same kind of rough suede what you've got as the overlays around the toe box, which I mentioned before. Inside the tongue it's very padded. The inner lining on the tongue is a cream colour, as you can see, and it's got the Air Jordan written there, obviously upside down to you, but when you look down it'll be the right way when you've got the shoes on. The inner line themselves is the same colour grey as the midsole around here. The collar of the shoes are very cushiony. Around the top near the heel, you've got a patch of that suede overlay, just a patch there, as you can see. Don't know why, but I suppose that's to do with the craft. Underneath that, the leather is smooth, just as the leather is around the upper of the shoe as well. However, when you go to the inside of the shoe, that leather then turns to a cracked kind of leather, which is just on that part of the inside of the shoe. So it's a different contrast, and that is the same on the right and left foot as well. In terms of sizing, these for me fit true to size. I found that the Jordan 4s feel a bit narrow around the toe when I've put them on recently. I don't know if it's the new design, if there is a new design, or it's the way they're making these trainers now. But I never used to have that problem. I'm always finding it definitely with my left foot. It could be just my foot. I know there's going to be people in the comments, yes, it's your foot, Pat. Cool, I don't care. But that's what I'm just letting you know. That's what I'm finding out. Try custom if you want, I don't care. But that's what I'm finding. But other than that, it feels nice. It feels nice. I don't have to tie it all the way up or really tight. My foot sits in there really snug. It snugs the heel really nicely, and it's just a nice fit. It's a typical Jordan 4 fit. These somehow feel a bit narrower than a lot of the previous Jordan 4s. I say that well because I've been wearing the Amamanier 4s for a bit more than I thought I would, and they seem a bit more wider around the toe, or just a wider shoe, but these feel a bit more streamlined, if I'm honest with you, which is a nice touch because it doesn't look so bulky. In terms of costing, I think you can still pick these. Some are sitting in certain sizes, but if you was to try and pick these up resale, I think the going price is around between £200 and £250. I think these were sold for, retail was like 190, so you're not paying too much over the odds if you really like these. I thought they were great. I think it's one of the first Jordans I've had which doesn't actually have the rubber, where we know the Jordan 4 rubber is synonymous for. It's just been crafted out and they made it slick, man. They just put velvet in there, just said, yeah, do your thing. So I like that. I just thought it's one to have in my collection. It's a change, innit? It's a change from the norm, change from the different colorways, it's change, and it's just a slick color. You can wear this with anything. I definitely give this a thumbs up. If it's one you haven't got in your collection, advocate getting this in your collection. You won't be upset with it, and you can rock it. Probably more like in the summer, especially with the suede overlays on the toe box. But yeah, definitely one to get. I've finally done it. I've finally done a review of the Phantoms, which, like I said to you, I've had for a minute. Took me too long, but it's here now. I hope it helps. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit notification bell so you know when I'm uploading. Like I said to you, I'm gonna try and upload every week. So if you hit the notification bell, gives you the opportunity to know when I've uploaded my new videos. So don't miss out. Have a look at my sneak reviews in the playlist at the end of this video. You know, I hope they help you, man. Other than that, it's me, Patrick T. I'm out. Peace.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch.